Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, we're giving away a Vigora's Mace in this giveaway. Let's see who won. So it looks like a guy named Space Hooker won the giveaway. So when you see this video, all you gotta do is leave a message in the comments or message me in-game, and most likely meet me at the GE. Just remember guys, we're going to be doing another giveaway at the end of this video, so stay tuned to figure out what that's going to be. So this video probably would have never happened if it weren't for this guy Disloyal. He's got a small channel of his own, go and check him out. He said at Dagonauts under the lighthouse you can get 80k XP per hour in a specific spot. And the weirdest thing is I actually thought of this like 3 or 4 years ago, and for some reason back then it didn't work, but he actually showed me an image of getting 80k XP per hour. So what we're going to be doing today is testing that range spot, and is it going to be the best spot of all time for pures? So the first thing you're going to want to do is set your cannon up right here. Then you're going to want to go right back up the ladder. And once you're up here, it helps to walk 1 square south so the cannon can hit more Dagonoth. And when you see the cannon get to about 5 cannonballs left, you're going to want to go down there and put some more cannonballs in it, because if you let it stop, you're going to have to wait a few more ticks. So always make sure to fill it before it stops firing. Or you can just do what I just did and miss it by like 1 game tick. Obviously, the less you mess up, the better XP rate you're going to get. You may also notice I'm wearing a Slayer helmet. Not sure if this affects your cannon's performance on task, but it might. It's really hard to tell. And as you can see, my task is about to run out. These are my XP rates for on task. I did make quite a few mistakes though, so it's not really accurate. And we're getting 118k range XP per hour. That's actually pretty damn good. Now I'm just going to briefly test this setup once more without the Slayer helmet. And then finally the most practical setup, which is going to be a pure setup, which is really the only functionality of this cannon spot anyway. And with the Armadillo setup, I'm actually getting 130k XP per hour. I don't think it had anything to do with the helmet. I think I was just a little bit more efficient by not letting my cannon run out. And now for the most important part of this video, we're going to be testing this on a pure with no overhead prayers. So this is for people who have as low prayer and defense as level 1. And if I can help it, I'm going to try to complete this quest without getting any HP XP. However, even though the quest is possible on a 10 HP account without getting any HP XP, the spot that you're going to be training at is really not viable for 10 HP accounts, especially ones without overheads. Before I even start the Horror from the Deep quest, I have to do Alfred's Grimhead Bar Crawl mini quest. So here we are, we're finally going to put some membership on this account. Here we go, starting our journey. And here's completion of the mini quest Alfred's Bar Crawl. Now it's time to start Horror from the Deep so I can get inside the lighthouse. And now we're at the part where we can finally get inside the lighthouse. You unlock the lighthouse from the front door. Okay, I used my key on it. And one of the last things we gotta do before we fight the boss is put 1 elemental rune of every type inside this thing, also a melee weapon, and also an arrow. I originally thought you could set a cannon down here to kill the boss, but it actually won't let you set a cannon down. Although there is an alternative way to kill the boss without getting any HP XP. Shout out to Slayer Music for replying to the question I asked. And what I asked is, will a cannon work? He said, no, if you're a 10 HP pure suicide with 5 inventories of Salmon, and bring 6 recoils for tick eating. So I'd assume he's referring to an Iron Man, because otherwise you'd be able to use purple sweets. And if you're actually a 10 HP pure, you probably are an Iron Man. But for Night Owls, we can afford to get a little bit of HP XP, so just so you guys know, it is possible to complete this quest with 10 HP, but if you wanted to use the cannon spot, it's probably not viable anyway. So rather than do the try-hard recoil method for the Mother Dagonoth, I'm also going to just kill it normally. So what I'm going to do is run northeast to the stalagmite and hide behind it. And I'm only going to use 1 attack style. So I have to wait for it to turn green, so it has to cycle through 5 other phases before it turns back to green. So this is obviously going to take you a little bit longer than if you were to bring multiple combat styles. Although this is going to demand much less effort and requirements. Okay, oh my god, first hit 43. Okay, this guy's gonna die. Oh my lord. Please let me get that last hit. Oh, it's a 0. Don't change colors now. Don't change colors. Oh, no. Should be changing green on the next one. There it is, right there. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. If you had 10 HP and recoils, this probably wouldn't be that hard. And that was the quest over. That was really freaking easy. So I'm actually gonna test the XP rates in this really crappy gear and see how it goes. But I am going to come back with max gear. This is just going to represent a worst case scenario in terms of gear that you have available to use. So if it does work good in this gear, it'll probably work good for you too. So this looks like a free world. Let's do it. So far I'm actually tanking it. I don't even know how that's possible. Look at me go. What I start with? 8 sharks. We'll see how far I can go with 8 sharks. 90k XP so far. Come on, you can do it! Okay, that's good enough, good enough. Little margin of error. Okay, that ladder thing is really annoying. Okay, we're running at 102k XP per hour. Oh no, I let it lapse. Even with the mistakes I made, like letting my cannon run out multiple times, I'm still running at almost 100k XP an hour. Once again, go to fill it up when there's 5 left. So we managed to get about 7k XP with 8 sharks. And wearing this gear setup, we still managed to get 105k XP per hour on range.
So now is time for the upgrade.
And we're sitting at 187 range attack bonus. The only thing I'm missing is an anguish because I can't wear one because I need 75 HP. And my archer's ring is unimbued. Other than that, this is the max range attack bonus. For a pure, that is. So this is not going to be for everyone, but we're going to treat this like money doesn't even matter. And when we climb up the ladder, every time we're going to use some purple sweets when we're up there. What could make this entire thing more viable is if you had fairy rings unlocked, which would take you right around here, and the code is ALP. Although after those quests, you will not be 1 prayer and 1 defense. So what you're going to want to do is run from Barbarian Assault up north over the rock path and to the lighthouse. And by the way, there is a reason why I'm not using all brews and I am using restores. Contrary to popular belief, your range level does affect your cannon's accuracy. So if you're brewing down and you don't have restores, you're probably going to hit really bad, especially on something that has a little bit of defense. So now it's time to start this. Keep in mind, even if I mess up, I'm not going to reset the counter, because I want to represent this entire inventory and how long we could stay with it. So this is my first time ever doing this on a pure, so let's see how viable it is. This is a pretty good time to mention the giveaway. All you gotta do is like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your RSN. And one lucky winner will be getting 3 mil cash. Am I gonna miss it? Nope. Just in time. And it looks like the purple sweets can sustain you this entire time, which is really good. This is in no way efficient money-wise to use purple sweets, just saying. I let my cannon lapse, this is going to affect my XP, and somehow I'm running at 79k XP, that's interesting. If you're not focused on eating these purple sweets like a maniac, there are things you can do while you're up here. One of those things is elking, or you can enchant bolts, which is even higher XP rates, or you can even do fletching. So we're at the end now and we're running at just shy of 90k XP per hour, which is actually kind of weird that I would get lower XP with higher range attack bonus. So this got me thinking, there is one thing that I didn't equip that I didn't think affected the accuracy, and that is the javelins. Oddly, somebody did recently tell me in my comments that the ammo affects the accuracy. I did take it with a grain of salt, but you know me, I actually have to test it. So here I am testing the cannon setup with the javelins. And it looks like we came out with about 95 to 96k XP per hour. And here we are testing it without the javelins, and we're getting about 102k XP per hour. So I'm not seeing a big correlation between wearing ammo and cannon accuracy. So this myth is pretty much busted. In conclusion, it's really hard to say if this range spot is better than the one in Zaya, although it is a lot higher XP rates. But it really depends on how long you can last there in one trip before you have to bank for more food, and how long does it take to get back. There is a possibility over the course of a few hours this is actually less XP per hour than the Zaya spot, which is 55k XP per hour. I didn't grind for over an hour, so my sample size is pretty little. I know with this spot it takes a bit of effort to get to, and if you're 10 HP you're probably not going to have much success, so there is a bit of a trade-off. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any success with this spot, and is it better than the Zaya spot in your opinion. So this pretty much wraps up the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, check out the CC Nocturnal RS. I'll see you guys in the next one.